Back to more street-level matters, now. It will come as no surprise that the main critter I deal with, at least in a more encouraging sense, is the plain old floor-scurrying gnawer. Cats and rats just seem to go together like knives and frits. It's almost like we were made for each other, or at least rats were made for us, who knows, maybe by the cat gods themselves as a creation present. Because unlike the crow, their existence does make sense, and the world a far better place. Mice are great too, just a little less meaty. Apparently people don't tend to agree, though. So here's some advice for meowfolk. You don't want to spend too much time around rats in the open if you can help it, particularly in daylight hours. Even if you're chewing one, best not to do it in public, because hindwalkers absolutely hate them. True, you always find a couple of coddled gnawers in Pet Shop Lane, but I'm pretty sure they're only raised to feed house cats. You never see a collared mouse dragging a woman for a walk or anything like that. People never made any little bowls for them either, to leave on doorsteps for less fortunate rodents, and I can't even think of a single time where they tossed a gnawer even one moldy crust to help fatten him up for a cold stretch. It's hard to explain, really, this reaction to rodent kind. I can tell you I've seen hounds bark toddlers to tears, steal people's picnic rolls, pee-wash doors, vomit in motor cars, buckle chrome grills. I've seen mutt brutes run down hind-walking townfolk. I've seen mutt packs run them down. And yet every person alive still lines up to pet the bark beasts and invite them in for bed and breakfast. It's the biggest con job known to critterdom, and I don't know how dogs pulled it off. Well, we've already discussed it, haven't we? It's that wagger weakness people have, that foul sickness of the porkskin mind, muttmania. But not once have I seen a gnawer commit any of those dog crimes, let alone attack a living hindwalker. And yet I'm telling you, the mere sight of a mouse in a doorway can produce screams like you've never heard. Screams you'd never believe could come out of a fresh-faced young lady. Blood-curdling stuff even a midnight alley wouldn't welcome. Think of all my hatred for hounds and crows swelling a massive abscess on my forehead that never heals, but just keeps drizzling pus into both eyes, burning them red. That's about how much people hate gnawers. And I can't help thinking they're pretty ungrateful for all the scurrying meals rodents provide, and even a lot of the garbage cleanup they do around here in their spare time. Garbage made almost entirely by people.
It just shows how spoiled these porkskins are.